Happy Tuesday, everybody. This is going out Tuesday, I think. So, happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope you all had a great weekend. It has been a while since we've uploaded. NFL draft season is over. We are halfway through the NBA playoffs now, and all the series are pretty interesting. Don't forget to check out our NFL draft content, our NFL draft reactions video. You guys loved it last year. You guys are loving it this year. Check that out. We have a YouTube exclusive segment coming later in the week where we did our biggest winners and losers of NFL free agency. I went to the Sixers game last night.
And?
It was a good time.
Nice.
You saw the game. It was finally the James Harden game. It was a fun time. You know how it goes. Almost got in a couple fights. Almost saw a couple fights. Some guy in Matt Kelly's section got thrown out.
Probably because of Matt Kelly.
Yeah. It was a good time though. There was when we were sitting down and PJ Tucker, he got a foul, and Garrett, like when it got real quiet, he was like, "Yo, PJ, I know the P in your name doesn't stand for professional," and then said the P word after. And it was funny. Everybody around us was laughing. There was this one guy. He was with his girlfriend. He was in an Alonzo Mourning Heat jersey. And these Philly fans, they had their tall boy beers in their hand at tables over at halftime. The guy in the Heat jersey walks by. This one guy goes, "Happy Mother's Day, you effing F word," the bad one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right, me and Jarrett were like it was crazy. And then this guy was wearing a Tyler Hero jersey. He was with his girlfriend. He had a Hero jersey on. She had a Sixers jersey on. And this couple in front of him had a Sixers jersey on. And you guys can't see it if you're just listening, but he literally the Sixers fan was in the Heat fan's face, phone this close to his face, screaming like, "Oh, you're a bitch, like F you."
Yeah, we fighting on that one.
Yeah. Then walking out of the game, every Miami Heat fan we saw, I was just pointing at him, "You're a bitch, you're a bitch." Guy was like, "Oh yeah?" He was like, "Well, your mom's a bitch." I was like, "Got me." So that was pretty fun. But yeah, it was a fun time. Sixers finally caught up. We all saw it coming. Embiid got snubbed for MVP, though. It's kind of ironic how the night after the Sixers have this miraculous comeback to tie the series 2-0, they announced Embiid isn't the MVP when he was the first big man since 1999, 2000, to win the scoring title and not get MVP.
I mean, is it that bad? I don't think it's that bad. I think you guys are blowing it up because you're Sixers fans.
It's a respect thing.
Yeah, I mean, if the Joker did better than basically literally everything else,
Shaq did it in 2000, and nothing's changed.
Yeah, but Shaq probably had more rebounds than everybody else too, and I don't think Embiid did.
Embiid averaged, I think, almost 13 rebounds.
He averaged 12, and the Joker averaged about 14.
Embiid
averaged about 4 assists. Joker averaged about 8. Embiid averaged about 50% from whatever field goals, and the Joker averaged about 60. I mean, I'm just giving it perspective.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'm pretty sure Giannis probably did better on defensive end than Embiid did also.
All that matters, though, is one's still in the playoffs and one is accepting the award in Cancun on vacation.
Yeah, and that's why the MVP is a regular season award. It doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
And that's why when NBA fans try to tell me that somebody has MVP awards or was in the MVP race, oh, Joel Embiid's better because he's in the MVP race. No, it doesn't mean shit. Sorry.
It's fair.
Sorry to break it to you.
But yeah, the Sixers Heat. Who you liking in that series? Like, honestly, it's 2-2 now. You said on TikTok the series don't start till the home team loses. So
I'm rocking with the Heat. I think they easily could have won last night's game. I was watching. James Harden was lights out at that fourth quarter. It looked like he kind of flipped the switch, and we've been waiting to see that. And I'm happy for the Sixers in terms of him flipping the switch. But the Heat, Jimmy Butler was unstoppable.
Most quiet 40-point game in history.
It wasn't real quiet when you were watching it, from my perspective. It was quiet in Philly because nobody gives a whatever. But my perspective, I literally saw him put up 40 points. Now, the Heat, I think, easily could have won the game if they were just hitting their shots. I know you can say, oh, the Sixers were playing good defense. That's why they were hitting their shots. But the problem is with that, there were a few shots that were wide open, and they just missed. They were really bad shooting, and the Sixers were a lot better shooting.
Yeah.
So I think that could have easily made a difference. I think the Heat could still... when you got 2 home games left and the Sixers got 1 and both home teams have won their both games, there is an advantage there. And I think that the Heat still win this one. Either way, though, I think that whoever wins the series does not make it out next round. I stand tall on that. I've said that from the very start.
No,
but I think the Heat, and I do think it's close. It's going to 7. It's not saying much, though.
I think my Sixers are going to take it in 7. Embiid's back. Embiid, especially now that he didn't get the MVP, he knows Embiid's guy. He plays with a chip on his shoulder. He plays with swag. He knows he's the best, and that's just going to have fuel to the fire. Embiid's just one of them players that the more he's a chalkboard guy. Like he takes note to the stuff. Like I'm sure if the Sixers ever play Ben Simmons, chalkboard stuff, Embiid's going to go off for 50. Like it's like that. He didn't get MVP. He's like, all right, I'm going to show you guys why I should have been the MVP. Stuff like that. I think the Sixers take it in 7. It's been a great series so far. Miami just I don't know why they're not playing Duncan Robinson. I mean, they need shooting. Duncan Robinson's their best shooter, and they're paying him $20 million a year to ride the bench.
They messed up paying him $20 million, but
yeah, they did.
If he ain't worth playing, he ain't worth playing. Those guys know more than I know personally.
Yeah.
And as far as the whole Embiid chalkboard stuff, we're in the NBA now. Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. I don't think it means that much. You're not going to convince me Jimmy Butler don't have a chip on his shoulder.
He does.
Everybody does. That don't mean much.
That's fair.
You were also saying at the end of the 2-0 when he were up that the Sixers were poverty and it was over. Just letting the fans know.
Listen, I'm an emotional. I'm a very dramatic person. I like the dramatic. I love the theatrics.
So are you being dramatic now, or are the Sixers winning?
Oh no, I'm back down to earth. Now the Sixers are winning. They just needed 2 games. You're not being dramatic. No, I'm not being dramatic. I was being dramatic when I said they were poverty, but now we're back. Harden's back. Toby did his thing. The only thing that's going to hurt the Sixers down the stretch is the Sixers are literally maybe 6 deep compared to these other teams
They're not deep.
That are
and I
10,
thought
12
I
deep.
saw it last night. I thought I saw it, but I could have been wrong because he kind of proved me wrong after. But James Harden did something, made a layup and won. But he held his back at the free throw line. Like, the whole entire time. He made a shot, and then he put his arm on his back and, held it. And then he continued to make, 4 threes, and then kind of shut me up. But I was a little bit concerned about it. Because I was like, he just hurt his back. He just hurt his back. And didn't he have back problems before?
He carried last night.
There's a chance he has messed up back.
I think
and that could be bad.
Well, yeah, it could.
When you have a messed up back, you have messed up back. And the Sixers aren't deep. That's been
the Sixers' problem all these years. I mean, you look at the teams like Boston. Boston could put out 2 lineups that are good enough to be starting lineups. Miami does it continuously. Milwaukee, yeah, they're not the deepest team, but I mean, they still have 2-3 solid bench players.
Well, you were deep until you traded for James Harden.
Yeah, but that trade's looking pretty good right now, though. I mean, we got James Harden for Seth Curry and Andre Drummond.
I'm not saying it's not looking. I didn't say anything about that.
No,
I was just saying you were a deep team until you.
But that hurts. I mean, it's always been the Sixers' problem, though. I mean, we have a solid starting 5. Danny Green, Then off the bench, we have, George Niang was on last night, but he's such a liability. Shake Milton had a good game. Paul Reed didn't play bad on, the defensive end of the court. But, yeah, the Sixers really ain't that deep. That's got to be a top priority this offseason. Restructure some contracts, go out and get some depth, and get ready to repeat this finals run.
We'll wrap this up, but the thing is, bench players, they do good at home. When we start going away, that's when they start falling off. That's when you need your stars.
That's when we saw Tyler Hero last night.
Tyler
Hero's so good. He's the only player.
Tyler Hero hasn't been hitting shots lately at all, but in the playoffs at least. But role players, when they're at home, they're at home. They feel great. When they're away, that's when they start to fall off. It'll be nice to see what the Sixers do in that because they have had some help from the role players. Danny Green's look good at home. Mm-hmm. But when Danny Green goes away, just the slander's back. I know.
Side of a barn.
I noticed that.
Danny Green was on last night when you have this man sit in the group chat saying,
I'm sorry.
Speaking positive about Danny Green.
The guy from Miami, Vincent, right? I got a feeling he hit shots in Miami.
Matt Kelly sent me a picture of a Danny Green jersey this morning. He was like, is it time to cop? I was like, fuck no. He was like, fuck yeah. I was like, bro, you're drawing.
You can get that from China. I don't know if I'd buy that right now. Anyways.
Speaking of Celtics Bucks. And then we can jump out west after we finish East.
Yeah, Celtics Bucks.
What a series, bro.
Yeah, that tip in from Al Horford, that was just a fraction too late, man. I watched that game. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I love both of these teams. I've made my stand from the jump. I think that either of these two teams goes to the finals and potentially wins or loses to the Warriors. I've kind of locked that in. Giannis is a bad man. We've established that. Yeah, nobody's arguing that. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are bad men too. These are the 2 best teams in the East. The Celtics, I've been rocking with them since the All-Star break.
Yeah.
When everybody, counted them out.
And you've been fairly right about them.
And I think that they can still win this one. It is going to be tough, and there is no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the Celtics-Bucks game, the Celtics did want it more. Grant Williams was out rebounding Giannis. I saw it. I know that Grant Williams is smaller than Giannis, but he was out rebounding him. They had about 3 shots. They had 2 offensive rebounds that allowed 3 threes, and all of them missed. It's the problem. If one of those hit, game would have been a different story. I still like the Celtics, but they're not looking great right now. And Giannis is a
Is that series 2-2 right now?
I think it's 2-1.
Oh, they play tonight, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 2-1.
I'll tell you what I'm watching tonight.
I'm probably watching too. Bucks lead series 2-1.
I mean, it's just so tough. I mean, if you watch these games, it's not saying much, but it's honestly just been who's on. Like, halftime of game 2, I think Giannis was 2 for 15 and Boston was up by 20. Then in the second half, Boston got lazy. They were doing one pass, making shots, when before they were passing the ball, being doing their thing. It's honestly just who's on. Like, when Giannis is off, they're going to lose. It's not saying much, but I mean, that's just that's one of my takeaways. I don't know who's going to win this series, honestly. For a Sixers fan purpose, I would rather Milwaukee win this series. I think Milwaukee's a better matchup for Philly because I feel like Boston owns Philly every year. Just like Ryan's always said, Boston just owns Philly.
That's tough, man. I think the Bucks are the better team.
I from a Sixers fan, though, like if I'm the Sixers, if we get past Miami, I would rather 100%. I'd rather see Milwaukee than have to see the Celtics.
The Celtics history is agreeing with your statement, and I probably would too because I think Jason Tatum is.
And I mean, I feel like that. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but I just feel like Boston isn't a good matchup for us. It's really not.
I think the Bucks are worse.
Why?
Because either Maxi's done. Maxi's shut down. Maxi ain't doing shit. You might as well write him off.
Yeah, because I mean, if Philly sees him, he's got Marcus Smart on him. Marcus Smart, defensive player.
No, I meant even the Bucks. Because Drew Holiday's locking him down.
Yeah, okay. So you got
Maxi
cancel him. Danny Green.
Chris Middleton's probably shut down.
I think is he coming back?
He's not that jacked up. I think he has a chance to play in the series.
Really?
I could be wrong. But I thought he had a chance to play in the series. Injury status for Game 3. Out for Games 3 and 4, but returns.
So Chris Middleton's coming back soon.
But return to East semis not what he's not. He's banged up though, so that does push push it. If you give me a healthy Chris Middleton, I would much rather play the Celtics than the Bucks.
Because Chris Middleton's really only good for a game or two. If history shows, I mean, Chris Middleton's really only good he'll have a 40-point game and a 30-point game.
I mean, the Bucks might just beat the Celtics now.
Yeah, that's true.
Giannis is arguably the best player in basketball.
I mean, so is Jason Tatum, though. He's so fucking good. Jason Tatum is so good, and I hate him. That's why I hate the Celtics, because they're just so good. I mean, it's annoying.
I mean, Giannis last night, or whenever he played, 42, 12, and 8.
I mean, you look at it like this. Giannis and Embiid are about even. Okay. Then, I mean, Robert Williams is not better than Embiid.
I think Giannis is better than Embiid.
You don't think
Robert Williams doesn't start. Al Horford does.
Al Horford starts?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Again.
And Al Horford has 22, 16, and 5.
Al Horford's just a Sixer killer, though. Al Horford has killed the Sixers no matter where he's played out. When he was in Atlanta, when he was in Boston.
They're going to have Robert Williams in against Paul Reed. And good luck. Because he's way better than Paul Reed.
Yeah. I mean...
I've been rocking the Celtics.
I think the Bucks are a better matchup for the Sixers than the Celtics are. I mean, history shows it, and I mean, right now shows it. I mean, Al Horford has a history of owning the Sixers. He is a Sixer killer. That's why I was hyped at first when the Sixers got him. Not to the max contract, but they got him. I'm like, all right, that gets him out of Boston. He's on our side now.
Big shot Bob.
Big shot Bobby. Grayson Allen. I mean...
Shoot, Wesley Matthews.
I mean, both teams are real good. Don't get me wrong. Both teams are really good. But I just think that Milwaukee's a better matchup for the Sixers than Boston is. History shows it, and that's just how I feel.
No matter what, I'm rocking with Celtics Bucks, and that doesn't change.
It's fair.
And I am ready to move on. If you were.
Western Conference. Let's start out with the dirty series.
Memphis vs. Warriors. First question is it dirty? And who is dirty?
I think they're both. I think both teams are trying to get gritty and cheap shot, and
I think Memphis is way worse than the Warriors.
Yeah, I agree.
Because are we really going to say Jordan Poole broke his knee when he just grabbed it and barely grabbed it?
I mean,
but I've seen Desmond Bane dive at Poole's knees.
I think Desmond Bane was just going for the ball. I know it looks bad.
The ball was
I know it looks bad, but I think he was, honest to God, I really think he was just trying to make a basketball play and had a bad lapse in judgment.
Dylan Brooks was bad. Also.
Dylan Brooks.
There's no excuse. He was not even looking.
Dylan Brooks was bad. That one was bad.
Ja almost tripping Curry. That one wasn't horrible.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think Desmond Bane's was worse.
Ja's out though. They hurt Ja. Ja ain't playing.
What does that have to do with Ja trying to trip?
They hit Ja on his knee.
What does that have to
I didn't see
anything?
Ja trying to trip Curry. I didn't see that. Was it like a blatant he stuck his leg out when he was running and tried to kill him?
I mean,
I didn't see that.
You can probably look it up and find it pretty easily because it does come right up.
Here, I'll look it up on YouTube real quick. Keep talking.
And I've lost a good bit of respect for Ja, if we're being honest.
In terms of like him just being like a punk player, or like he's not that good.
Being like a punk player, like he tweeted out broke the code and then he just immediately got rid of it. But I mean, it's. Like, I mean...
Ja talking shit.
Probably Twitter would be faster. But, I mean, I don't think the Warriors have been dirty. I've watched the series pretty good. I've watched all the times that it has happened. But I don't think it's that bad. And I think that Ja is exaggerating. Yeah, that. It looks bad. I don't know how bad it is, but, I mean, that looks bad.
I mean, honestly, if you really look at it, it looks like, not even trying to stick up for him, it looks like Curry rams into Ja's knee and he exaggerates the...
And that could be. But, I mean, if you're playing basketball, don't tweet out bro code. I hate that shit. Don't tweet out a video of MJ. Just be MJ. Stop being stupid. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't rock with that. I like people that move in silence. And he's not.
I don't. I like the guys that are out there loud and cocky. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid. Everybody's different.
If you're gonna be cocky, be cocky on the court. Don't be cocky to a whole bunch of fans that nobody cares about.
That adds hype, though. I mean, I don't know. I see both sides. Like I see your side, but I also like I'd love like
Kobe talks shit on the court.
That's true.
MJ talks shit behind closed doors. I mean, I don't know.
That's true.
I lied. It's fine, but I just going on Twitter to say broke the code or tweeting on an MJ video, just don't. I don't know. I don't like it.
I think the broke the code one was kind of corny, but
that was really
the MJ one. Okay, I could see that. Like LeBron went out and tweeted 0 dark 30 every year for 5 years, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Like, you can go post an MJ video, fine. That's who you model your game after. That's your guy, okay. LeBron tweeted 0 dark 30 every year for 100 years, okay, fine. But broke the code, come on, bro. Just go and say it in a press conference.
It wasn't even that bad. He barely touched you, if he even touched you.
I don't know, but I think both teams are kind of playing. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say they're both being dirty scumbags like the bad boy Pistons, but both teams are definitely trying to get a little touchy and...
it's not going to work out for Memphis. I'm sorry.
Nah, I mean, this was a bad matchup for Memphis to begin with. Yeah, Memphis is deep, but they're young, and every time you step on the court, Steph Curry is the best player.
And
you could argue Klay Thompson's the second best player, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're an asshole for it.
And Jordan Poole is
playing like the third best player. I mean, Draymond's playing. Andrew Wiggins was somehow an all-star starter.
They're nasty. They're deep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But no, I mean, I think Warriors take this one. As much as I love the Grizzlies and as high as I am on them, losing Ja hurts. It's tied 2-2, I know. Losing Ja hurts. Golden State wins. When do they play, tomorrow?
Is it tied 2-2 or is Warriors up 1? Or is it 2-1?
I don't know. I thought it was 2-2.
I think it's 2-1. Did you see the pictures on Twitter? Why can't I spell Memphis? The pictures on Twitter, it was like Jordan Poole grabbed my phone and the phone was like all cracked up and stuff. You know, because... Like, Jordan Poole grabbed his knee and said he broke his knee.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody's on Twitter saying Jordan Poole, like, grabbed my phone and it was just destroyed. It's 2-1.
It's 2-1. Who's up?
Warriors. They just blew them out by 30.
The series is over.
Oh, and the guy on Twitter, they saw Ja at, like, a club. And he was like, yeah, Warriors by 30 tomorrow. And they literally won by 30.
I mean, the series is over now. You're up. You're losing. The Grizzlies are missing their best player. Down 2-1. I mean, teams don't come back from 3-1 every day. But if there's a team that could blow a 3-1 lead, history shows it's Golden State.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening this year, but
Nah. Moving on to probably like arguably a series. I mean, all I remember is you and Jake telling me that you and Jake telling me and Jake's brother that Dallas didn't have a snowball's chance in hell.
I don't know how they did. This is not a testament as to how good the Dallas Mavericks are. This is a testament to how good Luka is and how disappointing the Suns have been.
Yes.
You can say Luka has helped because Dorian Finney-Smith did good, but I'm still arguing with you because Dorian Finney-Smith ain't shit.
And I'll die on that hill. Dorian Finney-Smith, Davis Bertans.
This is literally all on the Suns being letdowns, partially because, I don't know, the press conference where Devin Booker smirked to Chris Paul when they were talking about guarding Luka. Are you freaking dumb?
Luka's the best player on the court.
Who are you? Like, why are you talking shit about
You don't even play defense. You put Bridges on him and just pray to God he can play defense.
I know, and
he can't. I mean, Bridges they were getting fit. I was watching some of the game before I left for the Sixers with Sophia. And I mean, Bridges was getting physical, but Luka would just get the ball and run past them.
Bridges is a defensive player of the year candidate. He was like top 3, top 5.
Yeah.
The Suns are a much better basketball team than the Mavericks. It's not even close.
Dorian, I mean, okay, I'll give Jalen Brunson his props. Jalen Brunson's probably getting paid this summer.
Jalen Brunson's probably Reggie Jackson, if we're being honest.
Yes. Okay. Then after that, you have Luka. Then you got Reggie Jackson.
Their second best player ain't even playing. That's Tim Hardaway.
I know. Dorian Finney-Smith is... And Davis Bertans. Who's their starting big man? I hate him. What's his name?
Maxi Kleber?
Max Kleber.
Dwight Powell?
I mean, pull up the Mavs roster. I just want to look at this team.
Pull up the Suns roster. We'll just, like...
I mean, I could give you the Suns roster off the top of my head right now.
I mean, like, if you do comparisons, like, one by one, Chris Paul is way better than Jalen Brunson.
Yes.
I ain't saying shit. Luka's better than...
D-Book.
Fine. Bridges is better than...
Dorian Finney-Smith. And I mean that in a respectful way. Dorian Finney-Smith's doing his thing, but he's not better than Bridges.
DeAndre Ayton's better than any center that you want to throw out on the Mavericks. Cam Johnson is arguably better than Davis Bertans, if we're being completely honest here.
Marquise Chris, Revenge Tour.
I mean, Reggie Bullock. Are we being serious right now?
Spencer Dinwiddie's okay. Yeah, Spencer Dinwiddie's good. I kind of forgot about him.
He hasn't done shit.
But their second best player isn't even playing, and Dallas has won the last 2 and tied at 2-2 against the Suns, who... their coach just got Coach of the Year again somehow.
I don't know. If the Suns blow this, it's all on Chris Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Is Booker still hurt?
No, I'm pretty sure he played last game.
I don't remember. If he did, I think he did play 2.
I didn't think he missed a game in this series.
Maybe it was it last series he got hurt, or was that Chris Paul? I feel like he made him. Maybe it was last series. But I mean, if you're a Suns team, you can't. This shouldn't even be a series.
No, the Mavericks have no business being here.
It's the same thing with how the Mavs beat the Jazz. I mean, the Jazz were without Luka for the first 2 games. That should be easy 2-0. I don't care if Jalen Brunson goes out and scores 30. The Mavs really aren't that good. I mean, maybe we're wrong. Maybe they just have a bunch of really good role players that are helping.
Yeah,
Luka
Devin Booker had 35.
But I mean, when Luka's stepping out there and giving you hell and you can't compete, I mean, you're starting 5. I mean, come on.
I mean, hold on. Where's the...
This really shouldn't be a series.
Reggie Bullock's getting 39 minutes. Maxi Kleber's getting 34 minutes. And they can't figure this shit out?
That says enough right there. I mean, we don't even have to keep... That says enough right there.
Next.
We have
UFC fights, and then I came up with that.
What's the UFC fights?
The one absolutely blew.
The girls' fight sucked.
Rose, I'm sorry, but you really need to step it up.
Rose, you made me cringe. After the fight, she lost. She was like, I'm the best. You're mad you lost. She got like the third. You know how they do that shit with like Crypto.com?
Yeah.
It was funny. Rose got like she was like first place for the fan votes. She got like a $30,000 like Bitcoin bonus. The Michael Chandler-Tony Ferguson fight, that was a really good fight. Tony Ferguson looked good. He looked loose. And then Michael Chandler hit him with the ball of his foot right here. And Tony Ferguson was on the ground for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably, that's the best knockout I've seen. And I mean, I haven't been watching UFC for that long. But I mean, that's one of the greatest knockouts ever. I mean, Dana White said that was the greatest knockout he ever saw.
The greatest knockout I ever saw was Alonzo Menifield. Have you seen this?
I don't think so.
I'll pull it up. It's the best. It's the best one ever.
But I mean, when Dana White, who's seen literally every UFC fight ever, says that was the best knockout he's ever seen.
I think he said it was the greatest straight kick.
Maybe he said that, but it says a lot.
It was definitely nice.
I'm excited to talk about. I want to talk after we recap the fights. I want to talk about that weight division. Was it lightweight? Are they?
Are you talking about like Chandler?
Chandler.
Yeah, it's lightweight.
Okay, yeah, I want to talk about that. Fonzo. But yeah, the Tony Ferguson Michael Chandler fight was good. The girls' fight sucked. The Cowboy Cerrone fight got moved. Well, he got sick, and then the main event, Justin Gaethje looked good. He did. He came out. He's confident. He landed a couple big punches, but Oliveira is just so good on the ground that it's like.
Was it this dude? I think it was this dude.
Oliveira got him on the ground, and it was it for Gaethje. Gaethje got out of the first guillotine chokehold. He got out pretty good. Couldn't get up. Oliveira got him down in the headlock and made him submit. But yeah, it was a pretty good card. The girls' fight let me down. I was really excited for that fight. I'm a big fan of Rose. But yeah, she kind of let me down. But overall, the card was good. The Chandler-Ferguson fight was really good. I mean, the first round was good. I was excited. I thought that fight was going to go the distance, all three. I mean, Tony Ferguson, like I said, looked good. I thought that was his retirement fight. I thought if he lost, he was going to call it.
Tony Ferguson, like that. Have you seen the picture of
his face when he got kicked?
Yeah, so he looked like he was 170
Did you see
years
Conor
old.
McGregor? It was like a chicken nugget. Conor McGregor put like a McDonald's chicken nugget next to his face. And it was so funny. Conor was like, if you reach in a bag and pull this out of a McDonald's bag, you're going to eat it. And it was Tony.
It wasn't Manfield. It was Joaquin Buckley. Yeah, okay. Whenever my computer loads, we will run this.
Let's see.
I think it's this one.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I remember that.
One.
That was like during the prelude. We watched that card.
Yeah, this is my greatest knockout of all time.
That's a good knockout. I also like the Kamaru one against Jorge.
That's fair.
That one, he hit him with the meanest left hook in history.
Silva had a few too with the kick right down the middle.
I'm excited to talk about the lightweight division though.
Let me pull it up.
The rankings.
As far as my take on the main card, Gaethje literally pulled a Poirier, walked right into him, got choked out.
Yeah.
We literally saw he didn't get hit and he laid on the ground and he was literally just baiting him in and Gaethje fell for it.
Yeah.
Gaethje's a bad dude though. He's one of the only dudes that literally just keeps walking forward. Granted, that does not work against submission guys. That works against guys like Poirier, who are swingers. But
I wouldn't say they're swingers. I would say they're throwers.
They could be swingers too. If you ask McGregor.
Your wife is in me DMs.
That was so dumb.
You cuck. I mean, that's Kobe.
Just wait for this to load. But
there's no.
I guess they're gonna do like a. Why don't they have that?
I think here. I'll pull it up on my phone. I think Chandler and Islam should fight to fight Oliveira for the title.
No, they stripped him from his belt, so it'll probably be an interim belt, and then which Oliveira will fight the winner of.
Let's see, lightweight. Oliveira's still the champion, so we'll say Oliveira. It's Oliveira.
It's not
Gaethje,
updated.
Poirier, Islam, Dariush, Chandler, but it ain't updated.
I don't think so. I don't think he can beat you.
I don't think Dustin
Did
Poirier.
Did they update the Rose one?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's still Rose, so it ain't updated yet. Cool. I think what they will do is Oliveira will be stripped.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they already said he's going to be stripped. So now they have to figure out who is going to be the interim. They're going to put two guys together. They will fight for it, and then they will fight Oliveira. Like, similar to Gaethje fought somebody, got the interim, and then fought Khabib and lost.
I think he fought Michael Chandler. He fought Chandler or Ferguson.
And then fought Khabib and lost because he had the interim. So it's going to be like that. I think Islam Makhachev is definitely one of the people that are in contention.
I hope Islam fights Oliveira and just fucks him up so everybody will shut up saying Oliveira would beat Khabib.
Yeah.
Like, that would literally just put an end to that argument.
And if Oliveira wins, Khabib might even come back. Who knows?
That would be crazy.
As far as who Makhachev should fight,
not Poirier. We all know how that would happen. It would be the same fight as like Khabib and Gaethje and Khabib and Poirier.
So is Chandler. Chandler's the same as Poirier.
I thought Chandler was like an all-American wrestler. I thought he could
So
wrestle.
is Gaethje.
That's true.
All these guys are like all-American.
I want to see Islam versus Charles and just see who the better man is.
Yeah, that's fair.
If Oliveira beats Islam, he'll have my respect.
Yeah, he came out. I think he's on juice. He came out of nowhere. He just started.
You said it the other night. I mean, you don't wake up one morning and get good.
No,
you don't wake. You said it pretty good. I mean, it explains it perfect. You literally don't wake up and get good.
And that explains why he can't make weight in this division. He was struggling making weight in featherweight with Max Holloway, and now he's struggling to make weight in lightweight. Probably because he's on the juice and he gained a whole bunch of muscle.
That July card is amazing.
I'm rocking with Max Holloway. He's probably not going to win.
Me too. I'm rocking with Holloway.
Who else was on there?
Sugar Sean's fighting somebody.
Sean could lose. Where is he? It's he's fighting Pedro Munoz, right?
Yeah. Sugar Sean's fighting. Izzy's fighting. Adesanya's fighting somebody. I think he's fighting Connor.
Oh yeah.
Jared.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He just fought Brunson, I think.
The next card, Texiera's fighting somebody. I never seen him fight before, but that's not a good card.
Even exciting.
But they did the UFC Fight Week. They did that card right.
Yeah, that'll be.
I mean, it's for Fight Week. It's a big deal. In terms of, I mean, they're saying Connor's coming back for the title. I mean, it's Connor.
He's going 170.
I think he said he wanted to fight at 170. He said he don't want to cut again.
I think 170 is.
It's Kamaru.
Yeah, it's Kamaru. Good luck.
Yeah,
they can't just throw him in there. Please don't throw him in there.
I mean, give him a warm-up fight against, like...
You can give him a warm-up fight against any of these guys, and I don't care. Like a Muhammad, Burns, Khamzat, Leon Edwards.
How about Khamzat and Nate Diaz? That's such a dumbass fight. I mean, we were texting about it. We didn't talk about it on the podcast.
I don't know why wouldn't they give him Leon Edwards or something? I don't know.
It should be... Khamzat should be fighting somebody, and then the winner of that fight should get the title fight.
Did Leon Edwards already get accepted to the title fight with Usman? He better have. Because if not, that's going to be stupid.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Edwards literally beat Nate Diaz. So if he gets skipped by Khamzat, that's going to be stupid.
I don't think that fight should be happening. I mean, Khamzat should be fighting
Colby or something.
He should be fighting Colby to see who gets a shot at the title. That'd be a good fight.
Yeah, I'm not. It's just stupid. Why are you giving him Nate Diaz?
I'm just trying to get Nate Diaz's contract out of here, I guess, and just you gave him Khamzat. I mean,
they're going to talk a lot of shit and they're going to sell a lot of tickets.
Yeah, they are. But I mean, it sounds like John Jones is fighting Stipe in October or September.
Yeah.
John Jones comeback tour.
I can't believe they're just giving it to John Jones that too.
I know. He's moving up. I mean, Cyril Gane and Tai Tuivasa are fighting at the UFC Fight Night in a couple months. I think I saw that.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I think Gane's probably winning.
Yeah, I think so too. But I'm surprised that's like a fight night. That seems like main card. Like, wouldn't that be like a main card fight? I mean, the number 1 and number 3 ranked guy. Why are they fighting at like a UFC Fight Night?
I mean, some people watch that. It won't be on it won't be televised. It'll probably be on.
It's like ESPN. I think ESPN Plus is on the Hulu account I have.
I don't know.
But no, I mean, the lightweight division, it's exciting. I mean, Poirier has been on a Twitter rant for like 3 days straight. I want the Oliveira fight. I want that.
You literally walked into his chokehold like everybody else.
I mean, I'll take a great wrestler. I'll take a good wrestler over a great boxer any day in UFC.
Yeah, I'm rocking with jiu-jitsu any day of the week.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll tell you what, Oliveira don't got my respect until he beats Islam. That's it for me.
And they keep putting him against stand-up fighters.
That's what I'm saying. He hasn't beat a good wrestler.
No, he even lost to Holloway, but that was back in the day.
That was back. I mean, before he was juicing, of course.
Yeah.
Literally, you don't wake up one morning and just get good at fighting.
No.
Like, it doesn't happen.
And I think he did.
Hey, I mean, he hasn't.
Juicing up.
I mean, he asking John Jones what not to do when taking drugs. John, what do I not do? Yeah, but John Jones got caught like 3 times.
Well, he did more than just PEDs.
He beat his wife and he was on coke, and John Jones just kept
DUIs and
John Jones was just an asshole.
Yeah,
but he got the shot though. He's getting Stipe.
I don't like it, but yes, he is getting Stipe. Yes.
I mean, 5 years ago that'd be an amazing fight. I mean, even still, it's probably gonna be a good fight. But I mean,
they probably already fought before. I don't remember, but they probably already fought before.
I was listening to a podcast with Justin Gaethje, and he was saying like how like Khabib was like the greatest fighter he ever fought, and it was pretty cool. Just to hear him talk about like, what he went through to fight Khabib, and like the process was pretty cool.
Yeah, John Jones fought. He didn't fight him. He fought some bad dudes, man.
I mean, he fought Cormier twice.
He already beat Teixeira. Teixeira used to suck, man. I can't even.
John Jones beat everybody.
Yeah.
What does he have? 1 loss?
Rashad Evans.
Who did he lose to?
Matt Hamill.
Matt Hamill. Was that his only loss?
Ultimate Fighter finale. Disqualification, illegal elbows.
Mm.
Yeah. His only loss was illegal elbows.
And his only loss was really...
And he had a no contest against Daniel Cormier, I think, for drugs.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Hey, I mean, if there's a John Jones way to get 2 losses on your record, failed drug test and illegal elbows...
Yeah. I'm not sure how heavyweight's going to work out for him, but light heavyweight, he was the baddest dude on the planet.
Yeah.
Granted, that's because he was juiced up.
Yeah.
So, do we know how good he was if he wasn't juiced up? He could be Oliveira. I don't know.
I guess we'll never know. So, anything else about UFC?
I don't think so.
NFL time? I mean, there's not much NFL to talk about either. Did you see Rudy Gobert saying, going back to NBA, how he would guard Shaq? Like, did you see that whole thing?
No.
Shaq
Rudy
was
Gobert
like...
would not guard Shaq.
What's his name? The one guy.
Are you talking about
Splice Adams was like... He was like, I got Rudy Gobert holding you to 12 points, Shaq. And Shaq was like, yeah, in the first 3 minutes. And then Rudy Gobert clapped back and was like, I would lock his ass up with the lock emoji. Stop it, bro. Jesus Christ.
No, I mean, if Shaq's going to talk shit first, you might as well just back it. He ain't going to hurt nothing.
We'll never know.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert probably beat him now. So. Nice. I did see something on Twitter earlier. Pick 3 NFL players to start a franchise with. Anything?
All time or like that are in the league right now?
That are in the league right now. At their current age.
Quentin Nelson, 1.
He did not make my list.
Actually, for like a brand new franchise, like rebuilding from the ground up.
Yeah, just
okay.
You have to pick 3 players.
So we're going to go, all right, scratch Quentin Nelson. I'm going to go, as much as I love Quentin Nelson, I'm going to go Trent Williams. You need a left tackle. Trent Williams is the best right tackle in a long time.
Left tackle, but why? He's 30 years old.
That is true. He's also 33.
Yeah.
Okay, so current age right now, 3 players I would start a franchise with. Okay, Quentin Nelson is 1. Quentin Nelson's 25 years old.
Okay.
Been the best lineman in football since he's a rookie, arguably.
Yes, sure.
Number 2, I'm going to go with Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Still fairly young. Actually, no, not Myles Garrett. TJ Watt.
Okay.
I'll go TJ Watt. TJ Watt is the best edge rusher in the league. He's a stud. He's good for 18, 20 sacks a year. That's 2 cornerstone pieces, offensive line and edge.
Okay.
Then the 3rd, Josh Allen, the quarterback.
Okay.
That's my top 3. I would go Josh Allen, quarterback. Just because
None of ours matched.
None of ours matched. Josh Allen, Quentin Nelson, and TJ Watt.
Mine was Michael Parsons.
Oh, that's a good one, you fucking jerk. That's
Nick
a good
Bosa.
one. Okay, that's 2 good ones.
And Patty
Mahomes.
Yeah. Josh Allen is fine.
I took Josh Allen over Pat Mahomes just because Josh Allen brings like the running prospect to it more. Like, I mean, he can throw in, run. I mean, Mahomes...
There's no argument. I'm not
Mahomes can run.
Sit here and argue Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes.
Quentin Nelson, I say, because Quentin Nelson, like I said, he's been the best lineman in football since he's a rookie. If it was just like any player like in their prime, it's Trent Williams and it's not close. I thought about Jalen Ramsey, but I'd rather have a great edge rusher than a great corner. Like if I'm starting out a franchise. I mean, Michael Parsons is versatile though. He can play linebacker, edge.
And he's a rookie for second year. Nah, give me Trey Diggs, Micah, and
Trey Diggs, Micah, and D-Law. Van Der Esch.
Keep the rest.
I mean, but yeah, that's tough. I mean, I really I thought about Trevor Lawrence.
God damn it.
Tom Brady crossed my mind, but he's only got a year left.
It'd be a good year.
Nick Bosa's a good one. I like that one. I think TJ Watt's better right now. Myles Garrett also.
I mean, Nick Bosa, I think, had more sacks than Garrett. And I think Nick Bosa is a lot younger.
I thought about Aaron Donald, but he's kind of getting up there, and he said he might retire.
Nick Bosa's 24. I think TJ Watt's like 27.
I think, yeah. That's a tough question, though.
It is.
I mean,
I found it, and I was like, yeah, that's a good one.
Let's see. I may have some more in my phone, because I always screenshot random shit.
That's fair.
Bradley Martin's shoulder workout I'm going to try this week in the gym.
That's fair.
Let me look. Let me keep looking.
My chest is a little sore. I just did dumbbell stuff today.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I didn't think you'd bench. Who is an athlete you wish succeeded but did not?
Who am I rocking with?
Tate Martell. It's like,
Tate Martell.
I mean, you see the signed picture right here. I love the guy.
I'd probably go with somebody from Oklahoma. Who was struggling?
Baker Mayfield.
I would love Baker Mayfield to go win a Super Bowl.
O.J. Simpson.
Okay.
It's like, I'm just looking at the memorabilia back here. But
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel.
Hopefully he goes and wins a Heisman, Natty, and Super Bowl.
Yeah.
For the Cowboys.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else?
I don't think so.
I don't think there's anything else. I mean, we talked about NBA, we talked UFC, we touched on some football there at the end. I feel like, no, we talked about that.
I mean, it is off season.
It is the off season.
We are going to have some guests here soon.
Yeah, we are.
We got some summer break college athletes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Then I think that's probably going to wrap this one up.
I think so.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Be sure to check out our exclusive YouTube segment that is dropping later in the week. Happy Tuesday. Follow us on TikTok. Check us out. This is a very versatile episode.
Yes.
We kind of touched on all of our specialties of expertise.
The very few specialties of expertise.
Yeah, but we're pretty great at all of them. We have few specialties, but we're great at everything.
That's fair.
So, yeah, show your boys some love, and we will see you guys probably Thursday, and then we'll see you guys after Thursday next week.
Later.
Peace.